What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rad Stowe here. So what I'm going to be doing today is installing the door speakers and probably the radio and the DC5 for the double din. This is what I'm using. There's the part number for 02 to 06 Acura RSX DC5. So in this kit, you'll get the bracket and the bezel. Along with that, you will get this piece that connects to the car, and then you splice this onto the harness coming from the radio. And what else? Also, I believe that this is two different styles, or I think you might need both of these. We'll find that out. And some miscellaneous hardware. And then onto the main piece right here. Here it is. Pretty small, simple, thin. Not really much to it. Let's skip this kind of stuff, and then we're gonna go straight into the install. Alright, so I'm over here unboxing this, getting ready to splice these wires together, but check this out. These come pre-tapped. So I believe all you do is you just put in the these wires in here, crimp them down, and then heat shrink them. That's pretty cool. So here I am back inside, mounting the head unit to the bracket. I can't say I'd recommend this kit because a couple reasons. As you can see right there where the hazard sits, where the hazard button sits, that is not as recessed as this one is. Probably wondering why I got another double din is because it didn't have the bezel, so I couldn't fit the screen on there. It wouldn't sit flush. You could see this sits a lot lower to where these mounting points are at, so this button is kind of held like at that point, not all the way extended, so you can click it and then it gets stuck right there and it won't go out all the way. So if I can find out what kit this is from, I'm gonna throw this one down in the description, get that one over that one, and along with that, the screws that came with it, the heads they stuck out too much. They're too thick, so I had to go to Ace and get some countersunk screws. Got those, and now I'm finally good to set this in the car. So in order to get this head unit out, or just this bezel out here, you actually need to take apart your center console, because you need to get under here, and let me see, back here, there's gonna be two screws, one right there, and one right there that needs to come off. And the back of the radio is right here, kind of hard to get to. So what you need to do is you actually need to go from back here and push this out like that. So it is that simple. You just get from underneath here and keep pushing it forward. And then you're gonna have the tab for the hazard right there, and then the antenna and the harness back there. So here's where I'm at now. The harness that came with the head unit and with the double din kit has a spot for it to plug into the factory harness, and it comes out, and then you attach the radio and that together, and that's pretty simple. All you do is just match the colors up. The only other three that you won't use are key 1 and key 2. That'll be for steering wheel control, and the pink one, which is labeled back, will be for this right here, which is the reverse camera. So you just put those two together, just like that. And then I ran this wire down here, and then all the way back there to the rear. What else? This factory antenna, just plug that back in. And then this is the microphone. So this already has one on it, but I know the ones that are on the head units themselves aren't the greatest, so they don't really pick up too much. So I routed that wire down here, up there, and put the microphone up here, kind of out of the way. And yeah, that's it. I'll go around the backside and show y'all what I had done there. So I don't have these panels on here because of the half cage, but stay tuned, up there, video in the cards. I'm gonna try to fit the factory panels on there with the half cage, so I'm gonna notch that out for that. So I ran the reverse camera cable through there, underneath the carpet, back here, underneath this carpet. So this piece pops off. So I just taped that right there, but there's your reverse light. Pretty sure this is a green and a black wire. So you tap into the green wire with the red, and then that'll be your video input. So that'll go like that. Simple. That red goes to the power of the reverse camera. And then this right here is power for the actual camera. Here I am back in the car. I have this like half installed. I have the main harness right here, which is all the speakers. And this harness right here, you don't need to use this. This is only if you have a sub. You have your remote turn on right there. And then this will be for the, I believe it's this one, the USB hookup. Ooh, that's hot. That is really hot. But yeah, this is gonna go to the headset, or the head unit. And then this one's for the K-Pro there. But the only thing that I don't like about this double din kit is that you can't sit this flush. Because if you do, this is gonna get stuck. I don't know. This is definitely gonna have to be changed. But for now, it's all right, it'll work. So you don't need to plug this up, but if you want to, you can. Remote turn on, and then the USB. This is the main one that you need. Need everything on there. What else? Oh yeah. And then there's three connections on here. One's going to be for your backup camera, and then key 1 and key 2 is going to be for your steering wheel controls. So I'm going to get this buttoned up, and we'll see how this goes. More than likely going to need to put an amp in here because these speakers are slightly upgraded than what was in here, and those were slightly upgraded than the factory ones. And I believe the factory amp, or maybe the head unit itself too, can't drive all 4 speakers. You have like 10 seconds of audio before it starts like fading out, so like it's completely done. So I believe that's because these require too much wattage to run. So you get an amp, put that in here. I guess I record that too. I don't know what I'm doing with that, but I guess I'll figure it out. For the most part, that's the install of the double din. It's pretty simple. Definitely stay tuned. Video up in the cards of me trying to install the amp. We'll see how that goes. Should go pretty smoothly. But for now, catch y'all in the next one. Later.